to the Heathen Vegan. I'm so happy that you guys are here and that you're joining me on another adventure in video YouTube land. For those of you that are subscribers, guys, thanks so much for showing your support and being subscribers and coming back and then making comments and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. For those of you that are new to my channel, hi guys. I hope that you guys end up sticking around too and becoming part of our little community that we got going on here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for buffalo cauliflower, in addition to an extra bonus recipe, cream cheese, green olive, eggplant bacon roll-ups. This right here is pretty much going to be an episode or a video dedicated to if you guys are going to have a little get together and you want some really good vegan snacks. I did want to share with you guys, I did want this video to be originally just a buffalo cauliflower episode with blue cheese. Unfortunately, my blue cheese recipe, I ran into a couple of snags, so that will be a separate video for another day. I am going to use for blue cheese instead, I'm going to use Daya's brand. I'm not particularly fond of Daya too much, but that's what I'm going to use. So, let's get started. What I'm going to do first is, I have a whole head of cauliflower that I chopped up already. I did put salt and pepper in here because I want to make sure that the recipes that I share with you guys are not only good for the planet and good for the environment, but that they taste good too, because let's face it, it's a lot easier to become a vegan or to eat more vegan recipes and less meat-based recipes or dairy-based recipes if the food that you're eating tastes good. Anyway, so let's get on to what I'm going to be using to make my recipe. Right now I have my cauliflower, I have a head of cauliflower, I have it salted and I have it peppered. I also have my oven preheated to 425. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put in, I have 2 tablespoons right here of red palm oil. And the reason why I'm using red palm oil is because the fat, it has an orange color that's pretty reminiscent to really down and gritty, really good chicken wings. And before I became a vegan, my big thing was I loved chicken wings. I love chicken wings. I loved really good spicy buffalo sauce with it. And I loved really good blue cheese with it. So, I want to make sure that my cauliflower right here is going to be as close to that as I can possibly get it. Because I do want my cauliflower to taste somewhat like chicken, I am going to put in a bouillon of Edwards non-chicken bouillon cube to this oil mixture. With, of course, my favorite thing here, vegan Worcestershire sauce. And I'm going to mix this together, coat my cauliflower in this before I actually put it in the flour mixture. But yeah, the bouillon cube will take a little bit extra elbow grease to get maneuvered into this mixture that I have going on for the cauliflower. Now I am going to put this aside because I'm not going to be able to fit all my cauliflower into here at once before I actually put it into my flour mixture. So I'm going to bring my flour mixture over here. And I will let you know, I already have it in here. This right here is 3 cups of Bob's 1-to-1 flour. This has cornstarch in it. Well, it doesn't have cornstarch, but it has xanthan in it already. I was thinking about putting cornstarch in it, but I changed my mind. And then I also put some salt and pepper in here. In addition to this flour, I'm also going to put a little bit of celery salt in. I'm going to put roughly a teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, hang on a second. A teaspoon of onion powder. And then 2 teaspoons of paprika. Now what I also have is, I have a cup of almond milk. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to start by just this doesn't need to be crazy, this doesn't need to be covered. But I do want it to have some stuff in here, because that right there I feel is what's going to give my cauliflower a bit of a, a bit of a zing or a zang. That's going to give it a little bit more of a cutting edge than some of the other videos that you're going to see on YouTube. I can already tell right now, just by mixing this, just by putting these guys in here, that it actually smells like buffalo already. And I haven't even put any buffalo sauce on it, which obviously I'm not going to put on until later on. So then, I'm just going to take them and let them drip. And I'm going to start to put them onto my baking sheet that has some parchment paper on it. This is going to bake in your oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. When this is baking, we will get together our eggplant bacon cheese, cream cheese roll-ups. Wow, these... So remember how I was telling you earlier about how like my favorite thing that was a real hard thing for me to give up was chicken wings? These smell like chicken wings. And I'm not just saying that because I want you guys to try to make this or whatever. Like this is like for real legit. While we are waiting for our cauliflower to roast in the oven, we're gonna start on the next appetizer, the bacon eggplant cream cheese roll-ups. So you're gonna you can use any type of cream cheese that you would like. I'm gonna use Tofudi's cream cheese. This container is 8 ounces, so you're only gonna need 4 ounces. So cut it in half and get your cream cheese out. And then I have some green olives. I have them already sliced up and chopped and diced or whatever it's called. This is gonna be, as far as your green olives go, probably about a tablespoon and a half. And I'm not putting in that much green olives because I know green olives have a very tangy taste and a lot of people can't really tolerate that. So I don't want to like overwhelm anybody with that, because not only that, but I'm going to put a little teeny bit of horseradish in here. Like maybe a half a teaspoon. So, and with that being said, I'm going to be real ambitious, or should I say I'm going to be real adventurous, and I'm going to use liquid smoke. Liquid smoke is something that to me anyway is new. So I've been dying to try it. And I'm going to try it in this recipe. From what I understand, this stuff is super strong, so a little bit goes a long way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cap. I am using Wright's liquid smoke. There's a couple other brands out there. I think some of the other vegan channels are using a different brand. I'm not too sure what that brand is, but this is the brand that I have. I have Wright's. I have hickory flavor because I think it comes in hickory and it comes in mesquite, if that's the correct way to pronounce that. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fill maybe like 3 drops of it into this cap, and I'm just going to put it right there, and I'm going to call it a day because I have never used this before. This is my first time using this, so I don't exactly know how strong it is. I can tell you by opening up the cap that it does smell like smoke, so we're going to have ourselves a nice smoky eggplant bacon roll-up. Now I also want to put in here, because Tofudi's cream cheese is great, unfortunately you do need to season it up because it is kind of on the bland side. It doesn't really taste like cream cheese. It has the texture and consistency of cream cheese, but it has kind of a bland flavor unless you bake it or you melt it on top of bagels or whatever the case may be. So I got salt in there. I'm going to use celery salt. So when using celery salt, I'm not going to have to use regular salt. And again, with these measurements, it's all going to be about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. Use your discretion. Use what you personally feel you think would make your cream cheese stuffing, I guess for lack of a better word, taste good inside of your eggplant roll-ups. I'm also going to put on some Italian dressing. I'm also going to put in some Italian seasonings. The main important thing is I'm going to use some dill weed in this. So I'm just going to go ahead and plop about a teaspoon of that in there, in addition to some garlic and some onion powder. I can hear the cauliflower cooking. Hopefully it comes out good. I don't remember if I put pepper in or not, so I'm just going to put a little more pepper in there. Now we're just going to mix this up, and then we're going to set it aside. But if you remember correctly, in my potato salad video, I had shown you guys a type of vegetarian bacon that was from Light Life, and I used that because it was my son's favorite baking. I also used it because of the fact that it has a very super thick consistency, and it crisps up. When you cook it, it gets crispy very quickly. This time for our eggplant roll-ups, I'm going to use Sweet Earth's bacon. This is my favorite vegetarian bacon. This bacon is very flexible. I'm going to be able to roll it up, whereas the other bacon I wouldn't be able to. Not only that, but this bacon has it's definitely different than the other bacon. What we are going to do with our eggplant is we're going to cut off the ends. skim off this top part of the skin so that my potato peeler has a little bit of an easier time of actually making those thin slices. So that my potato peeler has actually an easier time making those thin slices. So you'll just take your potato peeler. You're gonna start to peel down. My potato peeler obviously doesn't want to work right now. So let's get that. See how nice and thin that is? I do want this to come out though, like in one full long slice. There we go. There we go. Awesome. I already took my bacon out of the package. As you can see, like I want to show you guys this. This is really good. If you guys use the Light Life brand, it's definitely a little bit different than that brand. I got my eggplant, nice and shiven, and I put some salt and pepper on there to give it some flavor. And my cream cheese is right here too. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your bacon. You're gonna take a very, very, very thin layer of your cream cheese mixture. You're gonna spread it onto your bacon, like that. Then you're gonna take your eggplant. Now, I don't know about you, my eggplant wanted to come off in pieces. I didn't have a very big eggplant anyway, so I put 2 little eggplants on, just enough to cover the bacon. And then I'm going to put a little bit more of my cream cheese on there. Excuse me. I'm going to put it on a little bit thicker than that first layer. That first layer really was just to keep the eggplant on the bacon. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll it. I only bought 1 package of the bacon, so I'm just going to keep on doing it with my package of bacon until I have all of it done. This is looking great. Can you see that? Like, that's going to make a great snack. And in hindsight, I probably should have made this recipe first, because the fact that it's going to take a low heat setting on your oven so that the cream cheese doesn't melt out of the bacon and the eggplant. Because we're going to cook this at about 350. Okay, our cauliflower is done. Yeah. I don't know. It looks pretty good. We're gonna do it up with our buffalo sauce in a minute. Our bacon wraps are ready to go in. Now, to put your sauce on your buffalo cauliflower. I'm gonna do mine in segments. I'm gonna do the spicy one over here on the side. Because, I mean, let's face it, if I need it any more spicier afterwards, I can always just take a couple aside and do it. What I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna put the cauliflowers that I want in here, I'm going to put them in here. Here is our cauliflower buffalo chicken. I have 2 versions here. I have spicy buffalo. I have spicy buffalo on the left, and then I have creamy buffalo on the right. So you can see, wow, that looks really, really good. Then over here is our bacon, eggplant, green olive cream cheese roll-ups. So, my friends, today I have shown you 2 beautiful appetizers. I hope that you guys have a great day, and if you like this video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more of my videos, you can always subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, my friends, have a great day.